Hey, welcome everyone. Cool. Thought I'd play a little harmonica first before my guitar. There's the crazy earth spinning around. Let me make sure everything's set up here. I got the volume on here. Sorry. Cool. So I'm gonna do it's Thursday. I'm gonna paint a landscape here. I just changed all this up the other day. I'm not done yet. I figured, well, you could see the canvas here and you could get a little reflection of me in the mirror there. Because I'm not in the shot usually. So today I went and bought some different Artist Loft level 2 paints. I had to go get some canvas. I ran out of canvas. So I got Hooker's Green. I'm using this Hooker Green here with black in it. I really like Cobalt Blue. So I'm going to try the Artist Loft Cobalt Blue. And when you put white in it, you get a nice blue sky color. So I'm going to start in the sky today. I'm going to put purple up there first. I got violet. We'll put some violet up here. And you'll get an idea how I paint. It's pretty fun the way I do it. I'm just basically going to throw my sky up here first and mix colors as I go. Trying to get some of you guys, if you're interested in learning how to do landscapes, you can watch me paint and kind of see how easy I do it. Later on, you know, as the channel progresses, I'll start doing, you know, more detail work. But this type of art is like just getting the colors up there and putting the idea, like mountains, trees, water. I mean, it's not, I think it's pretty simple because everybody knows what a mountain looks like, right? Everybody knows what clouds look like. So once you learn a few techniques, I think you're on your way to learning how to paint. My channel is full of videos on, you know, how to do clouds, how to do mountains. You could just go in there and pick, if you're having problems with certain things, you could just check my channel out. Or you could just watch me paint. And if you feel like you need one of these masterpieces, when I'm done, just let me know. I'll be happy to send it to you. Trying to build up my subscriber count. What I want to do is build up to like 1 million. 1 million people. And then I'll start selling these paintings, and they'll be I'll sell them really cheap, because that way if you get one, then you'll make the money on it if they go viral, you know. So far I haven't had a viral video yet, so it'd be nice to get one, and that's where you get all your subscribers from. I'm just doing this. I don't really care about, you know, fame or anything, but what I would like is to get a little recognition. That way people know who I am, and then they'll want a painting. You know what I mean? And chances are, if you buy one of my paintings, they're gonna be you'll have a video of it, of me creating it. I'd say you got an 80% chance of that happening, that there will be a video. Because I try and record every painting I do, if it's live or just on a video. So there is a painting I did earlier. I didn't upload it because it was a harder painting. It was a painting that it would have taken 3 hours of live painting to finish it, but I put it on the community page. It was a cool painting too. It was like, I call it random art. It's like, it really, you'll have to check out my community page and take a look at it. I think I want to have small peaks here, but then I want them to get bigger over here. I really like landscapes. It's almost like I really like Impressionism too. I'm not good at Impressionism, so eventually I'm working on it. Eventually I want to do more Impressionism art. I'll try and do a little bit in this one. We'll see how it turns out. But look at those mountains already, man. That looks pretty cool. So what I'm trying to do, now I'll put a big one over here. We'll make it look like this valley is make it look like it's going here to the distance right there. What is today? Thursday, yeah. So I was off today. I'm off today, so after this, I'd probably do some kind of abstract art. I want to start doing some shorts. Put some shorts on there. Shorts are a good way to get more subscribers. But I don't like to do shorts too often. I think I want to put let me drag this out a little bit. I think I want to put grass down here. If you've seen my paintings before, I like to just put the first layer of paint down, and then I'll start designing it really. This looks pretty cool so far. So I'm thinking maybe maybe another hill in front here, and hide something back here, like hide something behind this hill here, I'm thinking. Let me see if this works. Maybe a little taller here. That looks cool. Like, yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe I'll keep that water back there, like a little pond or lake back there. I used to live in Las Vegas. We used to go up to Utah a lot. They had a lake up there called Penguich Lake, which was way up in the mountains. You go way up into the mountains to the ski resort, and then there was a big lake up there. And then it had a stream coming out of it that we used to do our trout fishing out of Penguich Lake. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll keep that. We'll put a little lake. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just keep working down with some random colors. So I like to use hooker green a lot. I'm going to try and mix a little light. Let me mix my yellow ochre up a little bit here. I'm going to put a little green and brown in my yellow ochre. Maybe it'll look like grass that's been gone dormant, you know. We'll put a little bit of green down here. That's a cool looking green. Instead of burnt umber today, I'm using burnt sienna with a little bit of black in it. So let's see. I'm going to put a little purple there. I have a little violet here that I bought just to get some different type of color up there. Little violet. I don't like when that happens, but when I grabbed this paint, my brush was really wet, so now there's a lot of water in this paint, so I'm trying to like dry it. It's like too much water, and there we go. what I'm doing now, I'm just putting earth tones down here. And I'm hoping some kind of design will pop out while I'm working on it. And we'll put some like dark colors out here. And maybe they'll turn into some kind of bushes or something. I think I want to put water down here. Just going to put a hint of some kind of blue in here. That's enough. Just so it looks like maybe there's a little pond there or something. When I mix my green, I'll take a little yellow and then a little bit of the hooker green and just kind of mix it in the yellow. You can make so many different tones of green. It's unbelievable how many different tones you can make. Right now I'm just throwing random earth tones down here and trying to make something happen. That's all. Here's some more dark to this sap green. We'll just throw it in here and maybe some things will like pop out. So I'm gonna make this maybe I'm gonna put a little blue in that green. With the yellow, a little more hooker green, it's a little blue. It'll make the blue look a little different, or the green. I think that's enough green. I'm going to put brown down here. I got this is actually burnt sienna with a little black in it. I'm going to put a little yellow ochre in there and just put some dirt down here. Maybe these will be like cliffs or something. When you do a landscape, you could do it this way. I got different techniques I use. This is a fun way because you get your first layer of paint down and then you can stand back and look at this and then you can really design something cool where you want your trees and stuff. Let's see who's on right now. Hip Hop Edits. Hey. Paint Your Dream World. I never asked you what your name was. I think I heard you said it was Bobby. Is that your name? Let me see. I can't remember if I ever asked you your name. Hip Hop Edits. Right on. If you got a channel, all right, Bobby, how you doing? Anybody out there that has a channel they want me to subscribe to, just say sub and I'll do it. Because I don't know who's like creating, if you're creating video content, I'll subscribe to you. This looking pretty good. I mean, I just threw random earth tones up there. Yeah, I like that mirror. So now I'm actually in the scene now. All the last year, all you saw was my hands, you know. Now you can kind of see. I got my Rick and Morty shirt on. It's kind of like how me and Lisa, we have a band together. We call it Rick and Lisa. She doesn't even know who this cartoon is, but it's kind of like why I mentioned Rick and Lisa. So we went and played in West Seattle last week, and they set our name up like this, like from the TV show, up on their marquee. It was kind of cool. I want to fix this here. I'll fix it with some snow up there or something. I'm gonna get going on these mountains right now. This looks cool down here. Almost like impressionism. Let me get some snow going up here. I think I'm gonna have the light, like it's coming right over here where I'm standing, so I'm gonna put the snow like on the inner parts of these mountains. Now if you never used the knife, it's almost like I'm using the knife backwards now, because I usually swipe it this way, but now I'm pulling it down to the left instead of on the right. It's a different technique, but it still works. And then this side, I'll do it from this way, because the light's going to be like right here where the earth is. Boom, shining right in the middle here. You don't have to use white on your mountains if you don't want. You could use a different color up there. I live in Seattle, so I mean we got snow pretty much on those mountains all year round, so maybe I'll make this one like green because it's maybe like a green hill here. I'm going to try and work all off this stuff I threw in here. See all this random stuff? I'll use it to design the painting. So now, for my shady side, I get to, do it like I usually do. A little different. when you use a knife, you could either, you know, you could swipe it any way you want, really, because you could drag it like this. I like using the knife. There's a type of painting I do where I just use the knife. I put everything on at the end with the knife, and it ends up looking pretty good. Look at that. Wow. Wow, look at those mountains. So this is a little different. My light's coming from like right directly here, so you would have the snow in on the either side coming in, because usually I do my mountains with the white on one side or the other. But look at that. This looks pretty good. I'm going to soften up this blue here and maybe I'll just put fog down here. I like to do that occasionally, but let's soften up this blue. Get a clean brush and then kind of dry it off a little with a rag. And just pull the blue down and then lightly blend it. I think there's green on here. Let me my water's already green. Just pull that blue at the bottom and then lightly blend it. Just here at the bottom of the mountain. It really softens it up, and if you put white on your brush, you can make that really look like mist. But maybe I'll put a little more purple right there. Violet. Violet on a wet brush. It's really wet. And just a little paint, and we'll put violet down in here. I'm going to go over that mountain and dull this mountain out just a bit because it's too dark for me. Just to get rid of the darkness. Look at that. Cool. Now we're talking. Yeah, those look real. They do look real, huh? I got to look at it in the iPad because it looks so good in the iPad. Because when you're standing in front of it, it's like it's too close to your eyes, you know. I'm going to do some clouds now. The reason why I did it like this, so these mountains are going in, so I could do small ones here and get bigger out here. So I could use my cloud technique that I like to use. And I'll start small here at the bottom and put the cloud tops going up like this. And then pull the bottom to the left a little. Just the bottom part of the cloud. Look at those clouds. Wow. Now if you notice, I leave some of this blue in underneath there. It ends up looking like a shadow already. That was kind of dry, so now I wet my brush a little more so I can manipulate the cloud a little better this time. And then I can get a better stamp on top of the cloud up there. Now just pull the bottom of the cloud to the right. And if you leave some of this blue in there, it'll create a shadow, okay? It's a cool way to make clouds. I just started making them like that the other day. It saves a lot of time coming back to have to put shadows in here. You see the technique I used there? That's if you like this type of cloud. I mean, there's so many different ways to do clouds. There's a way you could do a cloud where you just kind of go straight up like this. Okay, and then just wipe your brush if there's too much paint on it, and then just pull the bottom of the cloud. See that? And then you get this cool looking cloud, you know. It almost looks like it's going off into the distance here if you do it right. Wow, that came out pretty good. I like the the color of the blue. It's cobalt blue. I'm using Artist Loft. You get this at Michael's. This is their brand. It's a level 2. Cobalt blue is good. It's good for the sky. When I first started painting years ago, I used to make my skies really dark blue, like, because I would use the blue right out of the tube. But that's what happens when you teach yourself to paint. You have to learn on your own. So it's always good to mix something in the color. Okay. In fact, you're supposed to mix. You're not supposed to use the paint right out of the tube. You got to put something with it, even just 5% white. It also helps with the viscosity. It helps cover better. I'm liking this. I don't know if I like this mountain right there. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'm just gonna have to make I have to round them off and just make them green hills. I really don't know what to do here because I've never done that before. Usually I put the hills coming from the sides in. Persian hip hop edits. What do you use? Persian blue. Persian blue. I don't think I've seen that. What company sells that? Sounds like a cool name. I'm not sure how these are going to look being so close. We'll see. Might be all right. Might be okay. Let me look at it in the iPad. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. You know what? Maybe I could put a mountain peak right out here, sneaking out over all underneath all this. This is supposed to be fog here. Maybe put a mountain peak in here. It's a good idea, but I don't know if I could pull it off. All right, it is what it is. We got a mountain right there in the front. I'm going to put trees in front of it. It's looking pretty good, actually. Look at all. Oh, you know what I can do? I'm going to run, I'll run a bunch of trees from here up into this area here. Got all this empty space here. Run some distant trees coming forward from here. Let's see if that'll work. I'm ready for some bushes and trees now. Got the clouds almost done. I'm thinking I want to do them back here because I like the way this looks here. If I put trees here, I'm going to cover up this. Let me see something here. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I almost want to do like regular trees. I guess I have to make them. Maybe I'll make them. Let me see if I can pull it off. That'll work. I kind of like that. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted to have some treetops go up in here. Very cool. This is going to turn into a very far away scene. Because I made the mountains so high. If I would have put the mountains down lower, I could have run some trees up, into the sky. But they're so high up there, it's almost impossible now to run a tree up there in the foreground. But that's all right. Every painting comes out different, believe it or not. I've been doing landscapes for years. I don't have any two that look the same. It's the craziest thing, too, because I paint them every day almost. Persian blue, okay. Persian blue. Yeah, I'll look it up too. The Persian blue. It sounds like a pretty cool color. I'm really liking this. I like the light color with these dark trees on them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So now what I think I need to do is put a hill here with trees, so then it'll push that mountain back. So yeah, if I put a row of trees here, same manner as this, but a little lower, and then it'll cover that mountain up, and hopefully it looks like it puts it off in the distance. I don't usually do this here, so I'm hoping, let's see if this works. I think I put too much black in it. There's a lot of black in that color. Do 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 do. I kind of like it. I like it. Maybe I should show you the random painting I did. It's a crazy painting, man. It's like got a bunch of spears in it. yeah. All right. I'm kind of liking this. My I don't have the best brush right now. It's acting up, so they used to sell these fan brushes at Michael's, and they quit selling them. So now I wear them down to hardly anything. I'll have to go to Dick Blick's and I think they still sell this brand. It's I can't see the name of it, but it's an oil fan brush. But it's number 2 because I like the bristles on it, but it's pretty old now, so it doesn't. It's not acting like a fan brush anymore. But it's okay. All right, that's enough with those trees. Let me move on now. But I like that. I like the way that looks. Wow. Man. It's coming out pretty good. So I kind of want to leave all this stuff in here that I did, that like all these little things. So I'm going to put some bushes around the water real quick. And I'm going to work on the water right now. Do 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 do. So just going to line it with some shrubs real quick. I put a little yellow ochre in the dark color. Because it was too black, the sap green. Very good. So I put a little yellow ochre in the just to lighten that sap green and black up just a bit. All right, there's some bushes around that pond. I'll lighten all these up. I mean, I know it looks dark, but I'll lighten it up with probably some yellow ochre. Oh, you know what I have down here on my palette? Mangetta. Have you ever used that? I got some Mangetta. I forgot about that. Mangetta. I put white in it. It turned like really pink. All right, there's my pond. That's just a little fishing pond. Cool. It's looking really good. It's time for a trail. I like to do trails. Let's get a trail coming out from behind these trees here. Whoops. I didn't want it that dark. Do 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 do. Cool. Wow. This is really taking shape. I'm really digging it. I'm really digging this. Let's see where I am on time. 1 hour. I'm right at the hour point. Here's the Mangetta I mixed. I put white in it. And you get this like pink color. But I don't know where to use it. Maybe some pink bushes down there. Let me put a tree over here. It's really the only place I can put a decent sized tree is right here. So I might as well do it. I'll put some bushes down here. And put a tree here. This is one of those trees where I just press on the trunk and just get wider and wider as you come down. It's one of those tall, these trees, we got them in Seattle. They're really tall. They're almost like 150 feet tall. They're cool trees, man. I'll highlight it. I think it needs another one right next to it. Kind of behind it a little. Wow. I really like that. Might as well put the other one in. Do 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 do. It's looking really good. I kind of like it. I'm just going to put a dress on these trees just really quickly. Just to give them some dimension. It may be, cause it's still a little wet, it'll kind of mix in there with it. This is just the same color, and I put white in it. It's the same dark color with white for the highlight color here. Cool. Man, look at those trees. They look good when they're highlighted, huh? They get a little yellow ochre. Just a little bit of yellow ochre. Hour and 6 minutes. This is, I'll probably have to finish this one later, but it's really looking good. I kind of like it. I got to decide what I'm putting down here. I'm going to wash Try a little bit of yellow. I try and put a bright spot down here, maybe on this hill. It's already pretty bright, so let's see who else we got in here. Daniel, how's it going? I think that's about all I'm going to do. Let me put a bird up there. I know I got to put something down here. I just don't know what to put down there yet. Oop, look at the earth spinning there. Yeah, I'll look into that blue you're talking about. Persian blue, right? I'll have to look that up. Wow. I'm not sure what else I want to do with this. It's looking pretty good, though. I like how the mountains came out. I feel like, maybe it needs something down here. I just don't know what. But overall, I'd say it's about 85% done. Looks pretty good. Hey, I got one like already. I better like it myself, because how do you do that? You close the chat, right? Yeah, what do? You close the chat. There we go. Right on. Well, thanks for coming in, everybody. I'm going to end this one. Uh, how did this get crooked? There we go. So, Persian Blue, I'll check that out. Hip hop. Bobby, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Daniel, talk to you later. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the next live stream. Look at that. Almost looks like you're out there in the wilderness. That looks pretty cool. I'm digging it. Digging it, digging it. Cool. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good week.